Come on. Well, hello everyone. I can't see comments today. Hi, Linda. Let's try this a little bit differently. Huh, why can't I see comments? Well, my trip was incredible. Exhausting, but incredible. We had a wonderful time. Lots of new things to see. The new colors are gorgeous. I'm still trying to play catch up, but why I cannot see comments is frustrating me right this second. They're changing things. Huh. All right, let's try this one more time. I don't understand. I go away for a couple of days and everything changes. Ah, there it is. Hi, Tracy. I am excited. I have already got classes planned around the catalog. I'm fun. It's up right now. It actually got posted yesterday. So you can go download it right now, actually. And pre-order starts on the 25th. So fun, fun, fun. What is going on? There we go. Hi, Linda. I'm gonna wait just a minute to get connected and then have everybody find me. Yes, you'll have to go look and tell me what you think. I'm quite excited. I placed an order. Hi, Tracy. Tracy, this is the twins night. I have Linda and Linda, Tracy and Tracy. Glad you guys are all here tonight. Seems like forever since we were live. So I'm gonna wait just another minute or two and then we will jump in. But we had a lot of fun. I'll be uploading pictures here, hopefully today. Tonight, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off as always whenever I go to events. And I actually was selected to do prize patrol, so that kept me busy, so I couldn't post pictures. But I took a lot. I posted a few, not many, but I will post some more here in the next day or so. All right. Hi, Diana. I had a wonderful time. Thank you for asking. I am still tired. I think I need a vacation from my vacation. I don't know if that was really a vacation. That was just a girl's trip for fun, right? But we had a wonderful time. 2,500 demonstrators in one place. Pretty electrifying. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and jump right in. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. And this is our weekly Facebook Live here on DonnaStamps.com. And like everyone's asking, I just got back on Sunday from our annual On Stage, which is our convention for demonstrators of all levels. This time it was in Raleigh, North Carolina, which I'd never been there before. So it was a very nice, pretty little town. I say little town, it reminded me a lot of Louisville, to be quite honest with you. But in the evenings, the downtown was kind of deserted. And it was a very nice place. People were very, very nice and accommodating. So yeah, had a great time. Uh, did a lot of stamping, a lot of swapping, which I'll share with you guys later. What else did we got to see all the new colors. We got some new product. Gosh, just so much. A whole notebook of notes. So again, lots and lots of fun. And next year we will be going to Long Beach, California. So I am super excited about that. And of course, like I said, On Stage is open to all demonstrators. There were ladies there who had only been demonstrators for like a week or two before registration started. So it was kind of neat to see brand new ones. And then there were, of course, people who had been with the company for 35 years who got to, and plus, which got to walk the stage. And I did get to walk the stage for my 20-year anniversary, which was actually last year. But we do recognition based on the last Stampin' Up! Year, which would have ended in September of 2024. So it was fun to get to do that with my friends. I have a friend that I met probably 10 to 12 years ago on the airplane going home from the San Antonio Leadership Conference. And we met on the plane going home and ended up, we had a connecting flights right across from each other. We had a 2-hour layover, and we just sat and chatted and everything. And we have been best friends since. And we got to walk the stage together. So that was pretty fun. And we have a video and some pictures. And again, I'll post all of that later. But I want to jump in because we're already 10 minutes in and just kind of catch you up. So, of course, we didn't meet last week, and I appreciate everybody understanding because I didn't pack till last minute. And, of course, I packed way too much. But, so we have, of course, the new online exclusives that went live. We have 2 new kits that went live at the beginning of the month. And I've been reminding you that the 23 to 25 in colors, which is Wild Wheat, let me see, Wild Wheat, Boho Blue, Pebbled Path, what am I forgetting? Moody Mauve and Copper Clay. Those are all leaving. And so pre-order starts and things are going to be happening very quickly. So if you haven't gotten your refills, especially, you want to go ahead and do that sooner than later. I haven't had an opportunity to check to make sure that they're all still available. But once they're gone, they will be gone. So you need to take advantage of that. Club Cove registration. There are actually 5 Sundays in this month, and it has thrown my schedule in my brain completely off, plus being gone. So I am extending registration for the next few upcoming events to different days this week. So if you haven't gotten to register for something, let me know. But I'm going to tell you about them all real quick, and then that way you know what's going on and you haven't missed anything. So I apologize for not getting those reminders out last week. The next Club Cove for the month of March is the Beautiful Butterflies Stamp Set and Bundle. I am loving this, and oh my gosh, I brought home so many awesome samples. It has this gorgeous embossing folder, which we'll be using within some of our cards. And then it also has some gorgeous dies. And this is a hybrid embossing folder, which means there is a die that goes inside of this that cuts out this butterfly and some of the others. So again, you can add this on if you like, if you don't already have it. And I don't charge you any additional shipping and tax because I'll include it when I place the order for the supplies. But you need to sign up for that by the 20th, which is this Thursday. Is that right? Yep, Thursday, the 20th. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, again, Club Cove is 8 cards to each of 4 designs for $30 if you need to pick it up, and $38 if you need me to ship it to you, and it includes roughly $22 to $25 in products. You always get designer series paper and a full embellishment and usually some type of ribbon or twine. So again, a fun way to get to make different projects at your home. And then of course it also includes a color PDF that has all the measurements. Everything is die cut for you unless it's something that has to be stamped first. And again, a great way just to try out some things that you might not have tried in the past. Now, people are asking me, do I have to sign up for this subscription? No, you don't. You can. And if you do it consecutively for 6 months, then you get a goodie bag from me with $25 worth of product in it as a bonus. But you can sign up for it one time, or you can do a subscription, and then when I announce what the stamp set or bundle is, you can tell me to pause it, or that you want to go ahead and get it for that month. Again, there's lots of options, so just reach out to me. Let's see what else. This Thursday, I have the first of my Let's Get Scrapping classes starting over at the extension office. I do have a few seats left. And if you're interested in that, it's $30, and we're going to be making 2 12 by 12 coordinating pages, and you'll have lots of product to take home. And we're going to be using the Everyday You and Me papers and sticker sheets. So, and that paper is actually what we're going to use for our project for tonight. So you'll get to see that in action. In addition, I have Stamp a Stack coming up on Sunday this week. See, it's running together. This Sunday from 1 to 4:30, that's 16 cards for $25 are free with a $40 order. I extended registration for that until tomorrow. So if you are one that normally comes to Stamp a Stack and you didn't see your reminder, I sent one out earlier today, so you can still get in on Stamp a Stack. Let me see. I'm going to mark things off as I go. This Friday is the early bird deadline for the April Creative Escape that I am doing also at the extension office. And if you register and register by today or by Friday, you will get $10 in raffle tickets for free. And then you have until the first Friday in April in order to pay your registration. So we have a lot of fun. You get pillow gifts. And then you just bring and work on whatever you want to work on. And it runs from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And it does include lunch and dinner. We will have tea and those kinds of things there. Of course, lots of chocolate, etc. So it's just, again, a fun day to be able to get away and work on some projects without the distractions of home and family. And if you're like me, you'll bring a lot of stuff to work on and you'll talk the whole time, so you won't get anything done. But again, a fun time if you're interested in that. And then I'll do another one in September. But this place that at the extension office, I'm so excited about it because everyone's going to get a full table as well as a rolling business style chair. The lighting is wonderful. I'm just super, super excited about it. And then, of course, a portion of the proceeds, there's 2 things. One, I'm doing my normal raffles. All of those proceeds will go to the Arrow Fund. And then a portion of the proceeds from the event itself is going to go to the Extension Office, whose funding was cut this year thanks to our wonderful City Council. So I want to kind of help them. And that's how we're going to do that. So, okay, what else do I have? I think that's it. Make sure you comment and say hello and let me know you're here. I always put your names when you do in a drawing for the project that we did on our last event. And that is this card that is a fun fold flap. And it goes like this. So let's see who is going to get that. I've got everybody's name in the hat here. Actually, who commented week before last up till tonight, okay? And of course, you can always comment on the replay if you watch the replay. And this is going to go to Norma. So Norma, I have your information. And then, of course, if you share my video, which I greatly appreciate, type the word shared in all capital letters, you'll go into a different drawing for a stack of cards from my stash. And this one is going to go to Kim Lanham. So, Kim, I have your information as well. And then, of course, I've been reminding you that starting on April 15th, there will no longer be host codes. We start our brand new Stampin' Rewards program, which is open to everyone. So no more do you have to place, be a hostess at an event or place a $150 order to get hostess credits. That program is going away, and it's being updated and revamped to where anyone who places a $20 minimum order will receive 10% or more in rewards that will go into your account. Now, you need to set up an account over on my online store, and you need to opt in so that with an email, so that we have a place to deposit those rewards. And again, those will start on April 15th. But for right now, we do have a host code. And if you place an order in my online store and use that host code, I always like to give you a little thank you gift. And this month it is the party dots out of the mini catalog. Yes, I've used a few, but you're going to get a full pack of those as a thank you. And you'll see that host code when I turn the camera down. All right, I think that is everything. So let me go ahead and put the camera down. Hold 1 second. Oh, thank you, Shelby. Hi, Stella. All right, so I think we are good. I think we're in the center. Let's see. Looks like it. That's unusual. Normally I'm cockeyed. All right. So we are going to be, oh my gosh. I forgot one of the most important things. Now, I can't show you the inside, but I can show you this. This is our brand new annual catalog that goes live on May 1st, and it is fabulous, just fabulous. I can give you a sneak peek of this gorgeous bundle called Sweet Blooms is part of it, and we have a couple of our new in colors. This one is called Cloud Cover. And then we have another one. Hold please. I still haven't learned them all. I'll read them to you. They are Strawberry Slush. So if you've been around a while, you remember that one. Timid Tiger, which is a orange. Darling Duckling, which is a beautiful yellow. And all of these I will have for you next Tuesday so that you can see the colors and we'll do some comparisons. Of course, Cloud Cover and Secret Sea, which is this really pretty darker blue. And if we flip it over, you can see Darling Duckling. You can see the Timid Tiger. Here is your Secret Sea. So I can order catalogs on the 25th. So if you would like one, just let me know. And as soon as they come in, I will get one for you. But super excited. This does not go live to customers until May 1st. However, demonstrators, and that's anyone who signs up now until then, actually can start pre-ordering items out of this catalog on the 25th. So it's awesomely exciting. Isn't that funny? That was a word that kept being used last week. Awesomely exciting to put product into your starter kit. But again, just let me know if you would like one, and I will be happy to get it for you as soon as they come in. Okay, we are going to be working with this gorgeous paper that is called Everyday You and Me. And let me pull it out and show it to you. This is actually an online exclusive that has several different components. You have the ability to get a scrapbooking workshop with it. This is actually the paper that we're going to be using in Let's Get Scrappin' on Thursday. And again, you will get a kit with a full pack of the scrapbook paper and a sticker sheet. For $30, we're going to be making two 12x12s. You can still get in on that. I have a few seats left if you are interested again. But this paper, it has kind of a linen look to it. It looks very textured, but it is, what are my colors? My colors are Gray Granite, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, Berry Vanilla, Basic White, and Wild Wheat. And the minute I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And I knew I was going to do some fun things with it. So you've got this pattern. And again, you can see that it looks like it's almost embossed with an embossing folder that we had a while back that was a beautiful background, and I keep hoping we're going to get something similar to it. But you can just see that beautiful color combination. You've got this stripes on the back, and then you've got this big, what do I want to call it, buffalo check kind of gingham with a softer side on the back. But I just love this color combination so much. I went to a fun class while I was down there that was put on by two demonstrators from North Carolina. And we did a super class, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. And then this is the sticker sheets that you also get at the scrapbook class on Thursday. And you can see it's got all kinds of little embellishments and banners. And again, I just love this color combination. Just pretty. All right. So your pieces, and of course you don't have to write these down. I will put them up on the Creative Cove shortly after. You need a piece of wild wheat. And this is 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 1 1/4 and 4 1/4. You need a piece of, whoops, wrong one. A piece of basic white. This is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. A piece of Lost Lagoon that is 3 by 3. A piece of basic white that's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, and this has been embossed with the eyelet embossing folder. Okay, and then you need 2 strips of designer series paper, and these are 1 by 5 1/4. And then to do some punching and some other stamping, you're going to need some scraps of basic white, wild wheat, gray granite, and Lost Lagoon. Okay, so let's pull this in. Now this is a fun fold. And what I want to do first, I don't want to get my pieces mixed up here. There we go. I should have did a smaller piece of white, so I didn't get. I'm going to go ahead, and this is sort of a modified Z fold, but we're actually going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to burnish this first, and I am going to fold this flat back, but before I do that, I am going to be using these leaves from the Layering Leaves, as well as the Coordinating Bow Punch. Oh, I already put it back up. which coordinates lovely. This is a $1 million set, and I'm hoping, I haven't got a chance to look to see if it's still in the catalog. I hope so, because I love it. Okay, so what we're going to do is some tone-on-tone stamping. And let me bring in a piece of grid paper and my mat. And I want to stamp on the front of this, and I'm just going to randomly put some tone on tone. And I don't want it to be too busy, but I want to randomly do this just to kind of, and I'm doing it, I don't know if you can tell, let me show you here as soon as I get done. I'm actually stamping not where the fold is. Okay, I'm going to go over it just a little bit. So here is our score line, and I'm only doing that front side. Okay, now if you get over here like I just did, it's all good, because we are going to fold and burnish this layer like that. And this is a pretty simple and quick card with a little bit of pop to it. I really just wanted you to see this paper. So I'm just going to adhere that down just like that, okay? Let me move that out of the way for just a second. I need it again. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that. All right. So that is our card base to get started. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish up our stamping, and then we will put this together. So I need that leaf, and I need those piece of white. Okay. And what I want to do first is I just want to stamp this leaf right down here in the bottom. And then the stamp set for sentiments I'm going to use is the Hugs for Love. And it does have a coordinating punch that I just love. I love how it can go either way and how the sentiments fit. This actually coordinates with 2 stamp sets in the current mini catalog. So that's where you will find this. And of course it is photopolymer. So I need that. I don't need you. So let's move you out of the way. And then I'm going to use Sending You a Big Hug. And I'm also going to be doing Life is Better with You. So I want to do Sending You a Big Hug. And I'm just going to put that right up here at the top. Okay. So we're going to lay that aside for a second. Move that mat out of the way. It's the one nice thing about this clear glass mat is that you get a very nice impression. Okay, so now I'm going to use this little element. And I'm going to ink that up with my Lost Lagoon. And I'm just going to stamp that down. Okay. And I think that's all I want for that. And then I have Life is Better with You. And I'm going to stamp that right here in the center. Okay. Put this up. All right. Bring in my coordinating punch. And I can just line this up. And I love how it leaves this little white border. Just like that. Okay. All right. Now we can go ahead and start putting our elements together. Now I went ahead and out of the scraps, okay, I punched out 2 boughs, the foliage, one in wild wheat and one in gray granite. And then I also did 2 little hearts from the bee punch, one in wild wheat and one in Lost Lagoon. So we're going to use those to do some decorating. Out of the way. All right, all done stamping. Yep. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add this piece to our inside. And this is going to go right over here on the left side. And then I'm going to take this piece with the florals. And I'm going to add it over here on the edge. And you could have made this a little bit wider if you wanted to. If you didn't want that big of a gap in between. Like I said, this is 1 inch. This was, what did I say? This was 2 and just a little over 2 3/4. So if you wanted to not have quite a big image, you could also have layered this if you like. Okay, that looks like that. I'm going to add this piece right here on the front. Or do I like that one better? Nope, I think I want to go with this one. Okay. And this card was actually this design, this fold, by my new friend I met while I was there. And her name is Evie. And she is just the sweetest thing, Evie Norris. So thank you, Evie, if you're watching me, for this fun design. And I will share with you guys next week. I brought home about 80 swaps. And I will share some of those with you next week. It's always fun to get to see how everyone does different things. Okay, so this is going to be our main focal point, and what I want to do is just add a little bit of adhesive right here in the center, and I'm going to take these and I'm just going to place them right here in the center. And I think I want to turn this one a little bit. All right, so we're going to do that. And then this element is going to go here. So I need some dimensionals. Now for this, you can put this element flat or you can put it up on dimensionals. Talking about this element, it's just going to depend on how much bulk you want. So let me see what I want to do. I think I want to not put it on dimensionals. Okay. So I don't want to put that piece on yet because then it will be hard to put my adhesive on. So I'm only putting adhesive on one side. I feel like I'm out of practice. Gosh, from not being together with you guys last week. Okay, so I'm going to put this in. And you'll notice that I'm pulling all of the colors right from the Designer Series paper. So I didn't have to really think about it. It's one of the things I love about Stampin' Up! Is that everything coordinates. Okay, we'll take off our dimensionals. I'm going to add this right here in the center. like that. Again, I'm going to go ahead and burnish that. Okay. And then I have these little hearts that I punched out that I wanted to include here. And I wanted to just let them kind of hang off the edge over here. Just like that. Okay, so we got that. And then I have the gold textured adhesive back dots. And they work very well with wild wheat. And of course, wild wheat is a color that is going to be retiring. So if you like it as much as I do, you are going to want to get it before it's gone. Stock up now. The other thing is cardstock is going up in price. And so it's going up to $14. And the white is actually changing and going from 40 sheets to 24 to have a universal sizing mechanism. So you might want to stock up on all of your card stocks now before the price goes up. And in fact, the basic white has already sold out in the current configuration, but the new brand new numbers, which is something they've never done before, that is up and available for you, so you can go ahead and order those, but they are at the higher price of $14. So here's your card. And again, super cute fold. You could do this with a great way to use up your scraps. You could switch this out and use designer series paper. You can do all kinds of things with it. And then here, I always do two. Here is another one using the same color scheme and some of the same elements in paper. Again, another stamp from the Layering Leaves. And then on this one, I just left it plain, but I put a heart inside to kind of tie it together. So, loving this paper. Again, if there are any of the upcoming classes this week that you're interested in attending, let me know sooner than later. And we will get you in. Like I said, I only have a couple of seats left for Thursday. And then you have until tomorrow at 11 o'clock to register for Stamp a Stack on Saturday. So be watching. I'm going to post some pictures and some recaps of my time at On Stage here in the next couple of days. If you need anything, please let me know. And as always, thanks so much for being here tonight and sharing some time with me. And I will see you back on Tuesday of next week at 8:30. Thanks so much, everyone. Good night.